welcome back to Warm Up Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. This week's warm up is brought to you, it was brought to me, it was given to me by the fantastic Philip. Thank you so much, Philip, for suggesting this warm up for us today. I must admit, I've probably spent about the last 30 minutes practicing this warm-up, so I really hope that I can execute it well for you today because this is new for me and it's new for you, and I think it's fantastic, so let's get straight to it. Here goes nothing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18, 19, 20. So, I know what you're thinking. What was that? But stay tuned so that you can warm up with me today, everybody. It's a trickster. Kia ora everyone, and welcome back to this week's Warm Up Wednesday. I know what you're thinking. Check it down below for the exact order in which the numbers come, because we kind of repeat it a couple of times. This, I must admit, Philip, was a very tricky warm-up, but thank you so much. Let's go through it. I just hit the wrong keys. Let's go through it nice and slowly together. Okay, we start with 1, obviously. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11. Then you repeat it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. So then there's an and before all of them except 10, 11. Okay? 10, 11. Now, I looked like I was about to fall off my chair because what we're practicing is holding the breath for the whole length of time. Sorry, not holding the breath. For making the breath last for that entire phrase. The first phrase, not both of them. You can breathe before. Okay, try that again. We'll roll the 2 into each other. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. Now, did you notice? I made a mistake on the first one. I didn't go 9 and 10, 11. I went 9, 10, 11. I think it's slightly trickier if you add in the ands every time between. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. Whew. That could also be added to the tongue twisters. Try to get a feeling for the order of the numbers without singing with the melody. Maybe that will help you a little bit. So check down below because I'm going to add in, as I say, the way in which, like the order of the numbers. I'm going to write them all out for you. So let's go on to the second part. So we start with 12. I was going to say 2. Doesn't help you, does it? So 12. 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. So what I did there is I'm trying to sing that whole thing on one breath. That's why I look so pop-eyed at the end. Try it again. 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah? Then you go, so we're at 16, you got 17 and 18, 19, 20. It kind of took me out of the rhythm. I think I got that slightly incorrect. So you got 17 and 18, 19, 20. with 12. Why am I doing 2 again? 12 and 13. Ready? 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. Breathe. 17 and 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's try that from the beginning. Right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16. 17 and 18, 19, 20. How did you get on? I was worried the entire time that I wouldn't get through that one. This time I'm just going to plink away at the chords and you're going to give it a go by yourselves. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did you get on that time? I will admit, I really did need about 20 minutes to 30 minutes to practice this one, to not only get the order in which the numbers come, but also to get the rather tricky minor melody. The thing that I really love about this warm-up is it's not only practicing in a minor key, woohoo, but we also are practicing our breath control because we're going straight through with quite a lot of articulation and breath coming out with all of those fast numbers that we're singing. And the fantastic thing about this exercise, which was just like when we did In the Jungle, you can sing this as a round as well. So you can have one group starting on one side of the room and then the other group can kind of sing against them. Or you can put this on and start slightly after when I start the first one, when I start the first go through. So thank you so much, Philip, for really what is a rather tricky warm-up. I hope you all enjoyed this week's Warm-Up Wednesday. If you stay tuned, I'm going to sing that through twice more so that you can practice that canon idea again. But if you don't want to, switch this off and I'll see you next week. Ka kite anō. So, for those of you who would like to start singing this in a canon, so the idea is you start one after me. So I go 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so I go 1 and 2 and 3 and. So when I get to my end, you've got to start with the 1. Are you ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10, 11. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I forgot the 12. So let's get to it. For those of you who would like to do this in a canon, you start when I say to and. So it goes 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, that's when you start. Okay? Not sure where to go? Give it a go together. You ready? 1,